put mascara on. What the crap? Ay, ay, ay. Will you pass me my mirror?
No time like the present. So this is what we'll do. We'll just do a little
We'll do a
mascara
makeup tutorial.
Didn't somebody suggest that we would do a video about you putting it on and I explain what you're doing?
Ow. Oh yeah, the talk over. Husband does my voiceover.
Yeah. So next we brush our nose and then pick it and then brush it some more.
I did not pick it. First of all,
And
there was a.
then we pick another brush because we've only got 4 or 5, and we squitch our eyes with our little eye squitcher. Don't forget to squitch your eyes. Now that they're all squitched, we're going to move on to the other eye that we were just doing and squitch it again. You can never squish an eye too much. Alright. Next, you squish the bottom?
God, no.
Well, what do you mean, God, no?
Well, how would that squish a bottom? It's supposed to cover the eye. That's too weird.
See? So you don't squish the bottom, in case you're wondering. Then you apply the white... Was it white? Is it glue or something?
No, this is a base.
Alright,
It's
so you
like
apply the base.
It's like painting a wall.
Alright, so you put some primer on. Primer your eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that you've squished them, you've primed them, you've picked your nose, and you've fluffed it off,
I did not
you're going to
pick
start
my
looking
nose,
amazing.
Okay?
Not poke yourself in the eye with a sharp stick.
I've been doing this since I was 13. Oh my god, you're blowing them all stupidly! Why would you do that?
An eyelash. I had to help you.
Now you've blown them and they're not going to go as good.
They'll be fine. Well, in case anyone's ever wondering what happens if you blow your eyelashes, they go all funny.
Watch them.
Watch them look
be amazing.
Yeah, and you'll be like, babe, will you come down?
Girl.
Come down and blow.
Blow my eyelashes.
Come down and blow my eyelashes. Next, you want to put on the mascara. This type is the best kind you can buy, apparently, right? And
wow, that actually does look pretty good on that side.
It looks more natural. I love when you just get quiet.
I don't want it to look natural, or I would look like my ugly self.
Oh, babe. I think I've said everything I can say about it. Now you know how to do your eyelashes. Blink your eyes a bunch, though, when you're done.
Remember, open your mouth
And
wider.
Why do you open your mouth and blink a whole bunch?
I don't actually know. It's just part of it. You have to do it.
Does it like elongate things or something? So next, grab a pencil and get it really close to your eyeball. Like really close. And then blink your eyes a bunch. Wow, that's amazing. How can you draw on your eye like that?
Amazing. That's fine. Okay, I'm ready. You're gonna try it? Here, let me try it on you.
Like how?
It just makes you look more awake.
I'm
okay?
so nervous right now.
No,
you can't.
Let me try it. Let me try it.
Can't. I'm gonna start eyes watering and getting all funny.
Seriously, like it just makes you look more awake.
I'm awake. I'm plenty awake.
You said you needed a nap.
Well, I'm awake now. After you try to stick a stick in my eye.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to Sam
and Jay.
Oh my God! A whole week is not enough to remember how we say it. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Talk Tuesday with Sam.
Welcome back to Sam.
Come on.
And Jay.
Okay.
Sorry.
We've been sick this last few days, so please bear with us. We're not 100% yet.
No.
Our head's not in it. You know what I mean? Today, we're going to do a story time because it's been a while since we've done one. We've done a lot of like challenges lately and like newlywed games, but we haven't done a story time.
Let's share some.
So, today, we're going to be talking about when we worked at MACY'S in Hawaii. We both worked there at the same time.
It was super fun.
He's saying that sarcastically, I think. So basically,
I'm trying to be positive in case Macy's is listening.
Macy's is not watching. We moved to Hawaii because Jay got offered a job doing construction. He was doing carpentry work. And so he was supposed to have the contract deal for 2 years.
Keep in mind this is 2008. So look at charts.
We all know about 2008.
About 2008. It was just
So yeah, we sold everything. We moved to Hawaii. We lived in the shed, which we will link down below the video for that. Yeah, with my brother. And my brother and Jay used to go and build houses. And so he was supposed to have the job for 2 years, which is why we decided to up and leave and move over there. Because it was really, really good money. We were super broke at the time. And so we get over there. Yeah. He did it for 6 months, and then 2008 happened. And there was no more work for the building.
Nobody can spend money on... When it comes down to people needing to eat or buy a new kitchen, they're going to eat first. 2008 was rough.
Yeah, so he basically lost his job. Both him and my brother lost their job doing that because there was just no... It was just gone. Done. I was nannying at the time, and we were living on the North Shore. And that was amazing, wasn't it? That was really fun. I loved that.
That was great.
But the North Shore was a lot more expensive than living in the middle of the island. So when he lost his job and we weren't able to afford to pay for our place...
Mansion? We had this mansion overlooking the ocean.
No, it was a studio and it was super expensive.
Oh, the helipad
It wasn't even a studio. It was upstairs in someone's loft.
And the 20-car garage.
We could hear them fighting all day long. We had to move to the middle of the island. It was a lot more affordable... for us to live there than it was to live like on the North Shore, because the North Shore is right by the ocean. Waikele is obviously in the middle of the island, so you're not by the ocean. Obviously. So we got an apartment, and so my sister... What are you looking at? I feel like I have something on my face.
Such a babe.
You're stressing me out.
Such a babe.
Okay, so my sister, we got an apartment together. My sister rented one room, we rented another room, and we all lived together. But we had to find new jobs. So I had to give up my nannying job because it was too far for me to drive to go nanny for her anymore. So we both got, all three of us actually. My sister worked at Macy's too. We all worked at Macy's together. Remember, she worked in clothes, I worked in makeup, and you worked in women's shoes. So all three of us working there. We used to like have our lunches together. We would drive in together.
Where was she working at, though?
She was working upstairs.
That's why, because we were both downstairs.
We were both downstairs.
We never saw
Jay
her.
worked in women's shoes, so he had to have all these little old ladies, like, he had to fit all their shoes all day long, go into the back room. I don't know what he did. You couldn't explain that part.
No, I don't. You keep on...
No, you do. You do you.
It's simple. When you go to the Macy's to buy shoes, whomever you are, and you like them, and I was the guy at the moment that had to touch your feet. I don't like feet.
He had to be like a Cinderella type situation.
So and so anyway, I'd have to like put the shoe on and off, and like I have to like do all of this stuff that I didn't really want to do, like
but
Cinderella.
You always used to complain about the back room.
But the back room, yeah, because the back room, like if someone needed a 10.5 and there was a 5 on the thing, let's pretend the numbers, I had to go back and try to find it, and in the back was this huge warehouse full of millions of shoes, millions and millions of shoes. So I had to go back there and get the shoe and then run all the way back up to the front again and pretend like I just magically grabbed the shoe. Ding! Ding. I didn't have to run 4 miles for it.
It was like super unorganized. He's like,
so unorganized.
No one puts anything back where it is. I'm trying to find this shoe for this lady, and then she's getting mad at me. It's taking so long.
That was the next part, is that then I'd go back to the unorganized, terribly unorganized. I'm talking like terrible. I'd go back there and not find it, and then get chewed out by someone who's buying shoes, and it's like, chill out, man. Like, so that sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, women's shoes department, that was tough.
Yeah. But the good part is that Macy's plays great music. So he was like back in the back of the store in women's shoes. And then I was a counter manager for Clarence. Mm-hmm. And so we would listen to the same music because we were on the same floor. And what is the song that like reminds you of working at Macy's?
I don't know.
You're not going to remember?
All I remember is the backroom song, that Bang Bang song.
Oh, MIA?
Mm-hmm. That was playing in the backroom.
They always used to play Disturbia.
Oh, well,
remember?
Of course.
Disturbia!
That's like so
that
obvious.
Was like literally like, that was the song back then.
I must have tuned it out.
Over and over and over again. And I was like right next to the MAC counter. So Clarence was here, and then MAC was here, and then Clinique was behind me. So I shared like a bay with Clinique, which sucked because Clinique always had their amazing like gift with purchase things, and Clarence never did. And so then my counter manager was always like, you know, Clinique is always so busy. And I'm like, because Clinique is freaking a lot more affordable and they have gift with purchase and you don't. And it was really frustrating. And then like, because it was kind of like
That's really silly. That's like the Ferrari manager saying they sell a lot more Chevys. That's so silly.
On me all the time. They were always pushing us to do the darn, I have something in my eye. Credit cards, remember? Did you have to do that too, or were you just the shoe boy?
Oh God, all the time. No.
Oh, did you ring them up too?
We had to ring up, ask for credit cards, sign them up, do this, do that.
Worst. Literally, they are on your booty. If you work at Macy's, you have to have a certain amount of credit card sales or credit card applications.
When they ask you, "Are you going to use your card today?" That's you have to.
You have to do it, and so I never got it because I was like not about to push a credit card on someone, and so I never got sign-ups because I was like, this is stupid. And then you had to say like, it's only going to take a minute of your time. Liars! It took forever. You'd have to freaking wait. You'd have to put on all their information, and they'd get really mad at you.
You have to get a credit check.
It was ridiculous.
Fill one
and so I was like, I am not about to lie and tell this lady it takes 1 minute of your time when it takes freaking 15 to 20 minutes of your time. So I would just be like, do you want to sign up for a credit card? And they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, okay. And then I would move on. Always used to get in trouble. And you know what their catchphrase was? Just have fun with it.
Oh God.
Like literally they would say that to me
just
all the time. And I would go home and I'd be like, just have fun with it. And I was like, I can't have fun with it. It's freaking miserable. Everyone is mean to me and I am miserable. I can't have fun with something when no one wants to buy something off of a young girl because it was a more mature brand. So they'd be like, does this wrinkle cream work? And I'd be like, I would work there now. That would be great. But at the time, I was young. I don't know if it's more maturity more. I don't know if they're trying to branch out to a younger crowd. But at the time it was more geared towards aging skin. And so it was really difficult because I was very young at the time. And so older women would come up and they wouldn't believe the product because clearly I wasn't using it. I didn't know anything. I mean, I knew about the product, but like actually on my face, I wasn't using it. So it was very difficult, but they had good soup at Macy's. Didn't they?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Remember what was that one soup? Broccoli
cheese.
Broccoli cheddar. Oh God, that soup.
It was just a tough place to work.
It was really hard. Like I would say the credit cards was the most annoying part, but I was literally always getting in trouble. But it was funny because they would always take me out to lunch, like my counter or my vendor, right? She'd always take me out to lunch because she wanted to like push what we were going to be doing next. And so I would always order like the most expensive meal. I was awful. I would literally order,
I remember when you would tell me that. You'd get
I would go back and tell Nancy, and Nancy would be like, what did you order today? And I was like, oh. Because we both didn't really care for her very much. And so I'm like, oh, I ordered an appetizer, then I ordered a lunch, then I ordered the big huge brownie, and I would literally take all of their time just eating away while and I was like, look.
And that's why I love her.
If they're going to be rude to me, I'm going to freaking use them and I'm going to get some good food out of it because we were broke at the time and we were not eating the greatest.
Crap, but it was nice that you were just able to like eat properly.
Yeah, because honestly, we would go and have like a little cup of
hungry.
Soup. Yeah.
All the time.
So it was just like really, so yeah, me and Nancy would like joke around about like, oh my God, what did you order today? And she would just die laughing because she never did that. And I was like, look, they're being rude to me. I'm going to get some dessert.
Nobody ever took me out to lunch or dinner.
No, he got the crap out of the
They just told me to keep selling more.
But you actually quite enjoyed it for the most part. You had good people that were working with you.
Everybody I worked with.
Like you had a good time. Remember that one fellow?
The crew I worked with was awesome.
Yeah.
What I was doing wasn't.
Yes, whereas me.
Touching feet and shoes and things like that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not into it.
Yeah. Whereas I liked the actual like sales, I just didn't like the management always pushing me to do credit cards and like, so we had the opposite. Because
I had the typical credit card thing, but that's just a Macy's.
But your managers weren't on top of you like they were with me.
Yeah.
Like I literally was always having meetings, always being called in. Like it was ridiculous. I think it's because I was the counter manager, but it's like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, I just went in, worked, and left.
You know, it was very stressful. Probably one of my least favorite jobs, not because of the actual job itself. Like I enjoyed the makeup section, obviously, but it was just the management. But the soup was good.
I agree.
Yeah, the soup was really good. The music was good, the soup was good, and it was really fun that I could like walk around selling my little magic in a jar, and I'd be like, hi babe. And then like I'd have to go upstairs because they want you to go around with the little magic in a jar. And I would literally have to say, hi, would you like to try some magic in a jar? And they'd be like, freaking lady. And it was awkward as crap. Like, literally it was so weird. And then I would have to, like, get a little spatula, place them on their face, and put it in there, and be like, do you see the
Nobody wants something on their face when they're shopping.
It was awful. It was awful. So I would sometimes get to go upstairs, and then I go visit my sister, and then we'd like quickly like go hide behind a bay, and we'd be like chatting, and then I'd be like, okay, I gotta go now. And then I'd like go walk around a little bit more, and then I'd come back downstairs, then I'd go back up and visit her again, then I'd go visit Jay. Like, it was fun. I mean, overall,
we made the best of it.
We did. We made the best of a cruddy experience. But yeah. It was funny. So if you work at Macy's, or if you have worked at Macy's in the past, I don't know if it's like that anymore as far as the credit cards.
That was a long time ago,
I'm assuming that it is.
Yeah.
But if you work at Macy's now, or if you have in the past, let us know down below if you've had similar situations as far as like being so pushy as far as the credit card side.
Or another store that has the same.
I feel like they all do.
Issues,
Nordstrom, Dillard's.
And anywhere, always ask, oh, you gotta pay with your... It's like, no, I'm not.
I don't want to pay with your credit card that's going to take 15 minutes to sign up.
I don't want to pay interest on this shirt. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not interest.
Totes. That was the worst part. But I did get to wear a lot of perfume. That was really good.
That is true.
That was really great. We would always go and have a little squirt before work.
I always smell
in. Yeah, we always smell good.
Couldn't afford it, the cologne.
Yeah, we could not afford it. But we would always smell good. Yeah. Oh wait, there's one more thing. I ordered my uniform, and I told them my size, and they ordered me 2 sizes too big. So I had to walk around in a freaking extra large uniform.
So big.
And I had mentioned to them over and over again, like my fingers weren't even showing. Like, I'd have to roll it up a bunch, and I look like a gigantic box. And I was like, can you please order me one that is the right size? And they're like, oh, well, we already ordered that size for you. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't ask for this size. She's like, well, that's what you got. And I'm like, yeah, but I look ridiculous. I'm representing your brand, and I look like an idiot. So that was one of the things. But anyway, I never got my new uniform. It was pretty much sucky, but we did have some good times. Would you like to try our magic in a jar?
Dude, if you touched my face and I was in Macy's, I would
That was actually my interview. I actually had to go out on the floor in my interview. It was like a live interview.
You did, didn't you?
Yes, it was freaking awkward.
That was so weird.
And luckily, there was this amazingly sweet lady who did not know I was on an interview, but I walked right up to her because I was like, I'm going to get this job. When I want something, I will get it. I will do anything, but it's awkward. So I walked up to her, and luckily she said yes. And I was like, frick,
oh, thank goodness.
Thank you so much. And so like I placed it on her, and then I was like, would you like to come back and have a makeover? And she's like, yes. And I was like, oh my god, this is like literally so lucky. So I sat her down, and I did a whole entire makeover on her, and that's how I got the job.
There it is.
And then I quit a few months later.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Fun story time. Sometimes it's just,
we just needed to talk about it.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.